Everybody, welcome back to Falcon Plays Dark Souls 2. So last episode we pretty much ended it up with me saying I would get the ring to talk to this dude in order to help us out in the next boss fight, and really important lore NPC, by the way, in terms of clearing up one of the, I guess, the recurring themes of the game, which is reincarnation and the old souls from Dark Souls 1. Not coming back legitly, but having at least a play in what's going on in Dark Souls 2, just to kind of, I guess, harp in the whole resurrection type of theme and how everything is a cycle in Dark Souls. I mean, let's just talk to this guy and find out. By the way, you can't talk to him unless you have the Ring of Whispers on.
Human, are we? This is no place for you. Be gone. Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past is a distant fog. My name was Tark. That is all that I remember. The past is
Alrighty, so this guy is really important in terms of the lore. Again, lore in Dark Souls, always take it with a grain of salt, but here is my, I guess, interpretation of all this. He talks about a master going mad. He, I guess, resented what he lacked that the others of his kind perhaps had. Well, what does that sound familiar to in terms of Dark Souls 1? Well, that totally has Seat written all over it. Seat the Scaleless, right? You know, he resented dragons because he was scaleless. They had the fucking scales. He didn't. That's why he joined Gwyn, yada yada yada. He talks about his master being a lonely soul. Seat, after he basically helped Gwyn bring down the dragons, he basically just encaved himself into the, the Duke's Archives. Basically had the Duke's Archives to himself, run the whole thing by himself. He experimented on creatures. Remember, we have like those crazy Cthulhu type of little monsters that sing and everything like that. He would, you know, basically kidnap women in order to run experiments on her. Basically, all that stuff just screams Seat, at least to me. This guy, their master, created him out of madness, created a bunch of creatures. Him and his wife are the only ones that are left, or are still at least running about, who at least had some sort of sane, like a sense of sanity to them, right? Like, he's still at least not overcome with rage and like insanity, unlike his better half, who he has to first to kill, which we will, because that's the next boss. Talking to him unlocks the boss, doesn't unlock the fight to the boss, but it unlocks him as a summon for us. He's gonna get his shit wrecked by the boss, by the way. He's just there to basically tank a few hits for you to kind of get a few cheap shots in, but the boss just wrecks the shit out of him. Like, he has no chance whatsoever. I think I'm pretty much already ready for this fight. But, I mean, overall, I don't want to spend too long over here preaching to you what I feel, like who is who, what this lore means, yada yada yada. It is a thing that I want to focus on, because that's basically another thing I love about Dark Souls. But, I mean, without telling you too many reasons why, I felt that his dialogue alone was basically enough to tell you. I'm talking about Seed. That's basically everything that I talked about. Crazy guy. He resented what others had. He was lonely. He worked on experiments and creatures. All that fucking just screams to me Seed. There's going to be more dialogue that we unlock after the fight, more than likely. And I believe once we're done clearing this area and we get the large soul. So we'll come back and talk to him. The other thing I didn't talk about too was Man Scorpion Tark. Who do we know from Dark Souls 1 with the name Tark? Iron Tarkus? I'm not saying he's Iron Tarkus for sure, like dead set to rights, but it's kind of weird that they would kind of pick Tark as a name for this guy when there was a Black Iron Tarkus in Dark Souls 1. Why is he like this maybe? Seed maybe found his body, experiment on him. That's basically what Seed did, right? He would capture princesses and just fucking damsels and experiment on them. Maybe this was Tark at some point. He doesn't remember. He says that he remembered his name was something like Tark, so, you know, it's all there. I mean, again, this is all speculation, but at least I feel like a really strong point that Seed is indeed who created this people, and it's not literally Seed, because in Dark Souls 1 we finished Seed off, but it's at least like a cycle, his soul was basically found, or, you know, there's a few more things I'll talk about this once we open more dialogue, but at least that's basically the early onset that I wanted to kind of, I guess, mention before we go into it more a bit later. But either way, let's actually fight the boss now. We're going to probably make this a short episode because there was a lot of dialogue with this guy, a lot of me, I guess, meandering and talking nonsense, if you want to see it as nonsense, but we'll probably, after kill this boss, call it an episode. Maybe we could make it a short one today. Apologize for that, but unfortunately I wanted to record this, but I'm also a little bit short on time, at least personal, outside of YouTube lifetime. So hopefully we can actually beat this boss in one fight, because it's a boss fight that gave me a bit of trouble beforehand. And as you can see, we're also using the Black Knight Halberd now. So I'll see if this kind of makes it easier for us. Again, he's gonna die instantly. You don't have to keep Man Scorpion Tark alive, FYI. Just kind of keep him there to kind of, I guess, take a few hits for you. Oh god! Should probably also pay attention to what the fuck's going on in the fight. Alrighty, so don't wreck him before the fight even starts. She needs to withdraw and then come out. Here we go. Alrighty. Oh, that is terrible, terrible damage. Okay, that is terrible damage. Let me switch over, if I can, without dying, to my mace. Now, this might be just because I have an NPC summon. Yeah, just about. Did we stagger? We actually staggered her momentarily, which is actually pretty impressive. But as you can see, Tark is just about not long for this world. Oof. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, she got staggered again. Actually, Tark's actually doing some good work for once, which is new. Okay. Oh, good. She did that attack. When she basically digs her tail into the ground, that gives you a good chance to get a few good hits. Don't get attacked by that. There you go. Now he is dead. And now it begins our, I guess, attempt to survive. So we now have to definitely bait some of her attacks, and okay, that is a scary one because she does a lot of damage when she withdraws from that fucking thing. I didn't want the Gloranthy ring on, by the way. I wanted the Ring of Steel protection, because if she hits me with this fucking Dugtrio dig attack, it's gonna really cause a lot of damage, and I normally can't avoid it. Okay, she's out now, which is good. Alrighty. Scorpions are scary. Good. 1, 2, 3. Terrible damage when she has her tail into the ground. By the way, you could also cut her tail off, and it makes the fight a bit easier, because then you don't have to worry too much about her impaling you for one, and number two, doing some bullshit sweep attack that she enjoys. She loves doing that sweep attack. That one right there. Wow, that is some crazy range. I guess I've never been this far off from her to actually not be affected by what the fuck. Okay. Scary. I want to buff my weapon, but let's see if I get the chance here. Come on, do your thing. Right. Probably not a good time to buff this, but don't get impaled. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't want to do the fourth one, but I'll take it. Let me put... Okay, shit. So this sucks because not only does she lag it a bit to come out, but, you know, my ooze is basically now just being spent unneedingly on waiting for her to come out. She's not a hard boss, she's just can be really tricky, and she hits like a fucking truck is the problem. And avoiding that is just a pain in the ass. 1, 2, 3. Sweep attack is coming. Oh, and I was somehow able to roll dodge through it. That was one of the sweetest dodges of all time. That I probably shouldn't even have dodged, to be quite honest with you. Okay. Run like hell. Soul Spears, just shoot already. I know you want to. Here comes the other ones. Alright. Good dodges. Really good dodges. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I could have had one more attack, but I didn't want to risk it. Okay, I really want to heal. I should heal now. I could have taken this as a chance to actually attack her a bit, but actually I was able to actually get an attack in there too, so that's not too bad. Dodge, dodge. Okay. 1, 2. And she's going underground. Drop this really quickly and keep an eye on the floor. Where the fuck is this wild Dugtrio at? I guess I should call her a Dugtrio, because in a sense she has her body, right? That's one head, then she has the 2 tails. It could be the other 2 Diglets that basically form together. And I should probably start talking about Dugtrio before she wrecks my shit. Okay. Scary. 1, 2, 3. We're almost there, man. Swipe is coming. Oh god, that fucking swipe has a crazy radius. We're almost there. Don't lose it now. Whatever you do, Falcon, don't lose it now. Oh, we shouldn't lose it. How did that fucking mace miss that many times when she's right in front of me is really unbelievable to me. 1, 2, 3, she's dead! No! You bitch! 1. Just attack her one more time, Falcon. Fuck it. Oh god. Okay, that was good. I'm surprised. I haven't played, this is my first set of recordings of Dark Souls in a while. I actually haven't even been playing my off-camera run in a minute, so I think I was going to be really extra rusty today, but we actually recorded, what, 3 episodes without dying, which is pretty surprising. Or did I die once? I think I might have died once, but it wasn't due to bad play. I think it was just, I fell somewhere or did something stupid, who knows. But either way, at least the bosses went well. This right here, you could actually have her, when she does her Dugtrio attack, you could actually bait her to come out there here and it'll knock it down. Spoilers, don't do it. Not worth it. It is here to just tease you. What this is, I believe, is prism stones or flame butterflies. Literally nothing of importance. Don't do it. It's a fucking trick. Because, by the way, you don't want to get hit by that Dugtrio attack. It hurts. It does a lot of damage and it knocks you back too, which is, you know, not a good thing to recover from, to be quite honest with you. But I really enjoyed how that fight went. I switched over to my mace in the middle of the fight instead of my halberd. I didn't really have to do that. I think that the halberd would have just done almost enough damage as the mace did, all things considering. But I think the reason I was doing such little damage to her was because we had Tark with us, and obviously when you have an NPC along, it buffs the current enemy that you're fighting. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to deal with this guy right now because there is a bonfire awaiting us, and more importantly, our boy Gavlin is just up and above 1 level from here, and we'll be able to buy all the poison arrows in the fucking world that we want, and I love poison arrows, man. So let's just call it an episode here today, guys. I know it's a bit of a short one, but I just wanted to get some of the NPC lore in this one and also finish that boss off, and luckily it went pretty easy for us, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, I encourage you to click the thumbs up button. Support really does mean a lot. Let me know how you think about the lore, by the way. I know I spoke a lot of lore, more than I normally do. I like to touch on it, but this NPC Tark I felt was really important to it, so it's the reason why I wanted to focus on it a bit more than usual today. But if you feel anything different about what I've just mentioned in terms of my interpretations of the NPC, what he means, let me know otherwise. I'm always interested to see other, I guess, trains of thought when it comes to Dark Souls 2, lore in general, Dark Souls 1, 2, etc., etc. Either way, guys, I'll catch you next time.